Ladies and gentlemen, Caravan fans, welcome back to the Caravan Broadcast Network. My name is Rocco Lopez. Along my side is Terry Doherty. Terry, how are you tonight?
I'm doing pretty good, Rocco. I'm excited for some JV basketball.
As our wrestlers go past us right here. Ooh, that felt good. A little breeze of air.
State champion wrestlers, Coach Alex Serchis, training these guys nice and hard. As you can see, they'll be running around us for most of this interview.
All right, back to basketball.
Back to basketball. Here we go. So we have Leo versus Mount Carmel. Mount Carmel, in my opinion, is a much more skilled basketball team. But I'm not going to count out the fact that watching Leo in film and as in warm-ups right now, they look very athletic. So can the Caravan contain this great athleticism that Leo has? I think if the Caravan does what they don't do best, they have a good chance of winning, which is getting the offensive rebounds and getting the defensive rebounds and not turning over the ball. That has been the three big problems, I would say, for this junior varsity Caravan team. Now we got 50 seconds before we start. Rocco, what do you have to say about this game?
Guys, this varsity or this JV Leo team, they have a lot of size that I haven't seen all year as a JV broadcaster, and I don't think you have either. Terry, we've seen these kids dunking in warm-ups. Sure, they can't really get it in the rim, but, you know, they're touching rim. They're getting the ball in the rim that way. So that's something to watch out for. You know, the Caravan have Marshawn who can dunk. Tori can kind of get up there and dunk, but, you know, that's something to watch out for. The Caravan are also outmatched this game on size. Ahmad Dunbar, number 3, is going to start for the Caravan tonight. All of Leo's starting lineup is over 6 foot. So, Terry, how's that going to impact us this game?
So, just like you were saying, above 6 foot, here's their 5 starters. 6'1", 6'1", 6 foot, 6'2", and then 6'2" again.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big starting lineup, especially for a junior varsity squad. Now, not to mention, on their bench, they have 6'4".
Yeah.
They have another 6'2", 6'4", 6'2", 6'3". A very big team coming off the bench. But let's not count out the Caravan. They got McBrady, who is 6'4" as well. So if they need to go in that bigger lineup with Barrett, Marshawn, Scalise, and Gannat, they can do that as well.
Yeah.
So
doesn't look like McBrady's going to get the start tonight. But, Terry, let's take it away to the court. This will be a good one, ladies and gentlemen. Clock just hit 0. Our wrestler stopped running. Inputting our last bits of data into the computer, and we're going to get started. It's going to be a good one tonight. Marshawn Thornton to take the tip for the Caravan. Thornton wins it to Barrett. Barrett goes all the way in. Start of the game. Tori Barrett. Caravan lead 2-0. Terry, that was a hot start. I know you're doing this, but you probably didn't even see that. Wow. That's number 4 for Leo, Brandel Orr. Goes up to Tori Barrett. Stolen by Leo. That's number 11, Adonis Porterfield. Up for Leo. That's number 5, Darius Griffin. Griffin's shot won't count. Or no, I apologize. That's not Darius Griffin. That's number 3, Brandon Galea, 6'1" sophomore.
The foul's on Scalise. That's an early foul for Scalise.
I don't really like to see them take those that early.
No, especially Scalise, too. He's a great defensive player. He's a big part of this Caravan defense, in my opinion.
Yeah, he's someone that we are going to need in this game to help us win. You know, he scores points. He gets up there for layups. He gets up there for rebounds. So that's someone that we need. As Leo makes their first shot. This is a 2-shot foul. Makes both. That was number 3, Brandon Gandy. Scalise with the ball for the Caravan. Goes over to Barrett. Up to Dunbar. To Thornton. Thornton heavily pressed by Leo here. Thornton gets around 2 men. Gives it to Gannat. Gannat drives in. Kicks it out to Dunbar.
Pretty good passing by the Caravan right now.
Dunbar gives it to Scalise. Yeah, this is fantastic ball movement, kind of outlasting Leo's defense. They're face guarding pretty heavy right now, so that's not usually what we like to see. As Marshawn Thornton with the ball at the top of the key, shoots for 3, shot no good. That's Leo with the ball, number 14, Enzo Dancy on the rebound. Or kicks in, doesn't go. What did we just get called? Ahmad Dunbar with his first foul. He fouls number 4, Brandel Orr to shoot 2. Orr makes his first. Leo with their first lead of the game, 3 minutes in. Or to shoot his second. Misses it. Aiden Gannett with the board. Goes to Scalise. Scalise up to Dunbar. Dunbar right back to Scalise. Right back to Dunbar. Thornton with the ball. Look at that. Trapping Thornton. That's number 21. Charles Washington with the ball. Washington gives it up. That's Ahmad Dunbar on the rebound. Marshawn Thornton with the ball now. Terry, these traps are something Marshawn has to look out for. This is kind of a common thing these past couple games. You know, they've been getting him in by the Leo bench and just kind of not letting him breathe.
You know, I like the coaching staff with Leo. They're trying to press early, create turnovers, and score points off those turnovers, which has seemed to be successful so far. Now, the question is, do they have the endurance to do this the whole game?
They have a pretty deep bench, Terry, so you never know. That's Ahmad Dunbar at the top of the key with the ball. Kicks it to Thornton. See, Terry, there's that trap again. Thornton gets right out of it, though. Gives it over to Dunbar. Dunbar gives it to Gannett. Gannett right back to Dunbar. Dunbar back to Thornton. Terry, watch out for that trap. Doesn't go. Dunbar to Scalise. Scalise drives in. Gets his ball back. Dunbar to Thornton. Thornton for mid-range. Shot no good. That's number 3, Brandon Gandy on the rebound. Gandy takes it in. Kind of wants to calm his offense down. Gives it over to Washington. Washington to Orr. Orr to Gandy. Back to Orr. Orr from 3. Shot no good. Good rebound by Washington for Leo. Marshawn Thornton with the steal. Dom dumps on it. Over to Thornton. Gives it right back. Thornton drives into Gannett. Gannett fumbles a pass. Kicks it to Dunbar. Dunbar back to Scalise. Scalise drives into the paint. Goes up for 2. Shot no good. Gets his own rebound. Looks to be a foul called on Leo. Number 14.
You know, so for the people watching that don't know what type of defense Leo's playing what you call a 2-1-2, but it's a trap defense. It's still man-to-man, but what they're doing is every time the ball gets to the wings, it's a trap, right? They're trapping the ball defender, so this is going to show the ability of the Caravan, how they can space the floor and spread the floor very well.
There we go, Terry. Thank you for that. Scalise misses both of him, which misses both of his free throws, which we usually don't see from him. That's Orr with the ball on Thornton. Orr drives in, kicks it to Washington. Washington drives in, goes up for 2. Foul called on Mount Carmel's Torrey Barrett. Don't really like to see those fouls early, Terry. Caravan have 3 fouls and only 2 points. That's usually never good when you have more fouls than you do points. Here goes the Wrestlers again.
Yeah, no, once you get 5 fouls in high school, you're in the bonus, right?
Yeah.
Free throws are crucial in high school, and right now Leo is 4 for 5 from the line right now.
Yeah. All of their points have come from free throws, which you don't really like to see.
You know, that's just bad defense on the Caravan.
Yeah. Ahmad Dunbar with the ball. There's that trap defense, Terry. Dunbar gives it to Thornton. Thornton to Gannett. Gannett back to Dunbar. Dunbar drives in, goes up for a layup, misses it. That's number 4, Orr with the ball. Orr gives it to Gandy. Gandy from 3. Shot no good. Rebound by Aiden Gannett. Torrey Barrett with the ball for the Caravan. Barrett makes a nice little move, goes in, gets fouled. That's going to be a foul called on Black 21. That's number 21 on Leo, Charles Washington Jr. Terry, the thing to watch out for this help defense, or this trap defense, is, you know, they're going in, and when you trap someone, there's always going to be somebody open. So that's kind of what Leo has to watch out for, and that's what Mount Carmel has to do better of doing, you know.
Yes, that's a weakness of this 2-1-2 trap. You have to exploit that as an offense.
Yeah. Thornton gets it to Dunbar. Dunbar kicks it to Scalise. Scalise retreats back to Dunbar. Leo is a very vocal team, Terry. I have not seen this much this year. Scalise gives it to Dunbar. Dunbar drives in, goes up for 2, misses it. That's number 11 for Leo, Adonis Porterfield. Porterfield drives in. Gives it to number 14, Enoch Danzy for 2. Leo leads 7-2. Very
Not
low-scoring quarter.
a lot of offense produced by Mount Carmel
Yeah.
either.
Scalise from 3. Shot no good. Terry, the Caravan have to hit those shots, and that's the one thing that it can lose them the game if they don't make their shots. Whoever makes the most shots wins, so sounds kind of simple, but, I mean, it is pretty simple. You make shots, you win the game.
That is very true. You know, this shows one of the weaknesses of the Caravan. They're not shooting well from the field nor 3.
Yeah.
So Leo's doing a good job of exploiting the Caravan's weaknesses.
Could we see someone like Aiden Gusty or number 33? Number 33, Adam McBreedy, come in. Those are two people that can shoot the ball very well. As Leo shoots a 3, that's blocked by Thornton. That was Griffin that went up for the layup, didn't get it. Thornton with the ball for the Caravan. Thornton gives it to Barrett. Barrett drives in, kicks it to Dunbar. Dunbar to Scalise. Scalise goes back to Dunbar looking for something. There's that 2-1-2, Terry. Torrey Barrett wide open at the 3. Makes a man miss, gives it to Scalise. Scalise from 3. Shot no good. That's Gandy with the ball on Dunbar. Gandy makes Dunbar miss, drives in with a Euro step, goes up. Layup no good, gets his own rebound, goes back up. Layup is good. Caravan are gonna call a timeout.
Terrible defense by the Caravan there.
Yeah.
They're jumping for the ball too early.
Yeah,
when you're trying
here we are.
When you're trying to rebound, if the ball is sitting on top of the rim, you don't jump up for it. You're going to completely miss. You sit, you wait, and you box your guy out until the ball starts falling. You'll see that. Then you go up and grab it. And then once the offensive rebound was grabbed by Leo, Scalise and Dunbar just sat there and watched him score. Like, that's not what you want to do.
No.
That's
never.
not very good defense by the Caravan.
But, Terry, Caravan trail 9-2. We haven't seen them take a lead. And we haven't seen them down by this much in the second half at all.
No.
In the first, not even the second half. In the first quarter, they have never been down by 7 points in the first quarter, and they've never been held to 2 points.
They need to create some offense here. They need to do a better job on defense, and they need to start creating some offense. Otherwise, we're going to have some big problems going into this minute 30 left in the first quarter.
Looks like our wrestlers are just about finished as the timeout finishes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the court. Dunbar with the ball from the inbound from Scalise. Leo switches into a 2-3 defense. Dunbar gets the ball back from Scalise. Scalise gives it, Dunbar gives it right back to Scalise. Right back to Dunbar. Dunbar drives in, goes up for a 2, doesn't get it. Leo gets the rebound.
Very good defense by Leo. They're now switched into like a 2-3, but it's very spread out, and they're doing a very good job.
Yeah. That's number 14, Donze, with the ball for Leo. Over to Griffin. Griffin retreats back to Orr. Terry, there's Adam McBreedy going to check in for the Caravan as Orr drives in. Doesn't want the shot, gives it back to Grandy, whose 3 misses. Scalise on the rebound. Scalise drives in. There's that trap defense, Terry. But Aiden Gannett is wide open for 2. Caravan trail 9-4. 30 seconds left in the quarter.
Very good play by Scalise. He didn't panic when the trap came. Found the open man, and they scored off it. That's what the Caravan needs to do.
That's Gandy with the ball. Goes over to number 4, Orr goes to Griffin. Griffin travels. Adam McBreedy checks in for the Caravan with 10.4 seconds left in the quarter.
Gannett will sit down. I don't know how I feel about that. I would like to see Coach Wickens run this bigger lineup that I've been saying all year. I like the bigger lineup that they have. I like it.
Especially compared to Leo's size. 5 seconds left in the game. 5 seconds left in the quarter as Scalise goes up. Wants a foul, doesn't get a call. Torrey Barrett gets the shot off. Airballs it. Barrett is very frustrated with that shot.
This has been a terrible quarter offensively for the Caravan.
Offensively for both teams, actually.
You're not
This
wrong.
is a low-scoring quarter, which,
For sure.
I don't know if it's normal, but we haven't really seen that much this year.
No, I think basketball as a whole has been more offense, less defense.
Yeah.
Now, it's nice to see more defense, less offense. But the Caravan has had their struggles, but so has Leo. If the Caravan figure out, and I think they will, they take some time. But the past 3 games we've done together, Rocco, the Caravan haven't taken the lead until the 4th quarter.
Yeah.
This is
Except against Eisenhower. That was a
different game.
Yeah, that was a way different. That's a way different offense and a way different. You know, Eisenhower had 6 people on their bench. The Caravan scored 20 points in the 1st quarter. Leo has, I think, 15 or 16 people. So, you know, they have a lot of depth, but so does Mount Carmel. Mount Carmel has a very strong bench, you know. Mikey Calderon, who can shoot the ball from 3. He shoots a lot. Aiden Gusty shoots the ball from 3. He shoots a lot. You know, I feel like that's what we might need. We might need some threes to get back into this game, not just driving to the paint and getting layups.
I would like to see the Caravan put in some other shooters that you just mentioned to get some 3 balls, right?
Yeah.
If you can beat the trap, once you get trapped, you can pass the ball out to a wing or a corner, and they have an open 3. I would love to see them
wide
take
open
that
every
shot.
time. Tara, let's go back on the court. It's going to be Leo's ball on the inbound. It's going to be Donze inbounding for Leo. Gives it to number 5, Darius Griffin, a 5'10" freshman. That's Orr with the ball. Orr drives in, kicks it out to Gandy. Gandy from 3, shot no good. Marshawn Thornton on the rebound for the Caravan.
Slows it down, doesn't take it. I like that move. Way to think, Marshawn.
There's that 3 from Adam McBreedy. Doesn't go. Marshawn could have went in for the rebound, decides not to. See, look at Terry. This is how Leo, they slowed down the ball. You know, he went to drive in, and then he just kicked back and retreated, which Mount Carmel just did, but it didn't really work that well for us. As Leo goes up for a layup, gets fouled. That foul is going to be called on.
Ahmad Dunbar.
That's his
second, yes.
We're going to see R.J. Foster check in for the Caravan. That's number 3 shooting 2. Brandon Gandy makes his first. Caravan trail 10-4. Gandy to shoot one more. Shot is up. Shot is good. Checking in for the Lions, that's number 24, Devon Ward Jr. Scalise gonna inbound it. Scalise gives the inbound to Thornton. Thornton gives it to Scalise. Scalise gives it right back up to Foster. Goes right back to Scalise, who goes up to Thornton. Marshawn beats the trap with his speed. Pretty hard foul there by number 11 on Leo, Adonis Porterfield. Terry, you know, I wouldn't say foul trouble, but I would say there's been a lot of fouls in this game.
Reginald Foster checks in the game for the Caravan.
Marshawn Thornton from the volleyball line, no good. That's number 24, the newly checked in, Devon Ward. Ward gives it to Orr. Coach tells him calm down. Orr driving in, kicks it out to number 3, Brandon Gandy. Gandy goes up for 2. Shot is good. Leo leads 13-4. You know, Terry, I feel like we need to see a timeout called right here and figure out what is the way we can beat this Leo defense, which is a very, very good defense that they're running here. Marshawn goes up for a layup, gets fouled. Foul's going to be called on 14 on Leo, which is Enzo Donze. His second, team second.
No, I mean, I see Alexi Nodal chucking into the game for the Caravan. Like to see it. I don't know who he's going in for. He goes in for Torrey Barrett. So now we have 2 shooters off the Caravan bench. Marshawn misses the first free throw. Caravan's not even going to try and rebound this free throw.
Yeah. You know, I think they're confident in Marshawn, but he misses both of them, which is, you know, it's uncommon for Mount Carmel. We're a team with a lot of shooters and a lot of speed on the outside. We haven't been using that speed or those shooters at all this game. The Caravan have just 4 points, as Leo gets their 15th by number 21, Charles Washington. That's McBreedy with the ball for Caravan. Now it's Foster. Foster drives in. Goes up, misses his layup.
You know, it's the same thing every game with this JV team. They need to run their big lineup, in my opinion. I like their big lineup a lot better than the lineup they got in now. I get you need shooters, but your big lineup's what's going to help you grab
Nodal,
rebounds.
what a steal. Nodal goes up for a layup. Gets it. Caravan trail, 15-6. There we go, Terry. We're coming alive, it looks like.
Looks like it needs some energy from this Caravan defense.
Got that steal. Orr, who's guarded by Thornton. Orr gives it to number 3, Brandon Gandy. Gandy gives it to Donze. Donze gives it to Washington. Washington goes in. Layup is good.
That's a very nice move.
I apologize, that wasn't Washington. That was Devon Ward. There we go with a timeout for the Caravan. Terry's over here doing some stats, so I'll talk for a little bit. You know, oh, there we go. You're back. So, you know, there's that timeout that I said we needed to call. Caravan trail by 11, which is their biggest deficit of the second half of the entire season. You know, the Caravan have only lost 5 games. So to trail like this is pretty uncommon, and to trail to a team that, you know, they were talking about the entire day. You know, they were talking about they don't feel that Leo's that good. Well, Terry, Leo does appear to be that good, or to just be better than us. Caravan trails 17-6. Terry, take it away.
Like I said at the beginning of the game, Leo's athleticism is very well, which has allowed them to stay in this defense that requires endurance. They're trapping. They're playing very spread out. Caravan haven't been able to make shots. They haven't been able to get any penetration. And when they do, they don't convert on the layups they need to be making. What I would like to see from Coach Wickens is run that bigger lineup. I've been saying it every game now. Yeah. I want to see Scalise, Barrett, Gannett, Thornton, and McBrady all in at the same time. I think with that lineup, you have the best chance of scoring and playing well defense and grabbing boards, which is the Caravan's weakness.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go back to the court here. 4 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the game, and the half for the Caravan. That's Foster with the ball, gives it to Nodal. There's that trap defense. Ball's out of bounds on Leo. Nodal, the inbounder.
I like the Leo players trying to sell it, like when the football comes out, you point, ours. Leo tried to sell that one. I like that.
Yeah. Scalise gives it over to Foster. They're triple teaming now. You know, see, they need to, Terry, we need to calm down. Everyone needs to retreat. We have 3 people that are wide open, but it's hard to get out of these traps. That's number 4 on Leo, Brandel Orr, who goes up for a rebound and gets his layup. Foster now with the ball for the Caravan, gives it to Scalise. There's that trap. Now it's Scalise who goes back to Foster. Foster goes right back to Scalise. Scalise drives in for a wide open layup and gets it. Caravan trail 19-8. 3 minutes, 32 seconds left in the half.
You know, this is the defense and the offense we need to see from the Caravan for the rest of the game.
Scalise misses the layup, but Nodal's right there to get the rebound. Caravan trail by 9, 19-10. That's Orr with the ball for the Lions. Caravan bench trying to do anything they can to, you know, get this team active and moving. There's Nodal. Nodal drives in, gets fouled. Fouls on Leo's number 4, Brandel Orr. His second, team's third. Checking back in for the Caravan, number 32, Marshawn Thornton. And checking in for the Lions for the first time, number 1, a sophomore, Peyton Donald.
So, correction, Rocco, that's Brandon Orr's first.
That's his first.
Yes. Lexi gets it to go.
Nodal makes his first. Caravan trail 19-11.
Thornton back in and Foster on the bench. I like that move by Coach Wickens. Foster was a little panicky on these double teams and these traps.
You need players that can call. Oh.
I don't agree with that call from where I'm sitting. It was clear as day.
Yeah. But doesn't matter what we think. Just matters what the refs think. Even if we disagree with it, we got to live with it.
I get the contact from behind, but I mean.
Yeah. It's Gandy with the ball driving in. Tries a pass, doesn't get it. Nodal gets an open layup and makes it. Caravan trail 19-6. Timeout called by Leo.
That's a very good run by the Caravan right there. Lexi Nodal is the Caravan scoring leader right now.
Yeah.
I really like to see him. He's running. Once he sees the ball in his team's hands, he just goes, gets these transition layups, which is key considering that this defense is doing a very good job stopping the Caravan from creating any offense.
You know, Terry, that's that momentum shift that we needed. Caravan go down by 6, which is just 2 3-pointers or 6 layups, or 3 layups. I apologize. You know, we needed to calm that down. We needed to chill out on offense, chill out on defense. You know, give Leo some time, make them take their timeout so we don't take our timeout.
So, I mean, you got we got 2 minutes and 36 seconds left to go in this quarter. And what you like to see is that Leo has 3 team fouls right now. I say you keep driving, you keep getting fouls, right? They're playing very aggressive, so they're going to have to foul. They're going to mess up at a point, right? You get into the bonus and you just start shooting free throws, and you got to make free throws to win games.
Not even free throws. You got to make shots to win games. You got to get your layups to go in to win games, which Mount Carmel isn't doing, and Leo is doing, which is why the score is like this. That sounded much simpler in my head.
Well,
we're learning.
2 minutes and 30 left to go. Let's see this momentum push by Mount Carmel.
That's Griffin with the ball for the Lions. Griffin kicks it over to Donald. Donald drives in, retreats it back to number 21, Charles Washington. Washington's going to go up for a layup and make it.
Very nice move by Washington right there. The spin move to the baseline, wide open, uncontested layup.
Yeah. Torrey Barrett from 3. Shot no good. That's number 3 for Leo. Brandon Gandy with the rebound. Gandy's going to slow his offense down and give it over to Donald, who gives it right back to Gandy. Gandy for 3. Shot no good. Scalise on the rebound to Thornton. Thornton into Barrett. Foul called on the Caravan.
You know, I'm not mad at that call.
Or no.
I'm not mad at that call, but I'm not necessarily happy.
No, the foul's going to be on the Lions, number
Peyton
1,
Donald.
Peyton Donald.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. That is Donald's first, the team's 4th. So, Terry, we need to go get that one more foul. Get in the bonus, shoot some free throws, tie this game up at halftime, or at least make it a, 1 or 2 point deficit at halftime.
Keep driving in. That's my take. Another foul.
There we go.
Was that a foul or a timeout?
That was a foul.
Foul, 1 and 1 coming up.
Caravan in the bonus.
Marshawn Thornton.
That's number 5, Darius Griffin, his 2nd, team's 5th.
I mean, just like we were talking about, right?
Thornton to shoot. Misses his first.
Oh, so that foul was on the shot, not on the ground. I thought it was on the ground and it was 1 and 1. He gets 2 shots. Misses the first. He's got to get the second one to go.
Yeah.
And right now, Caravan just need to drive. Keep attacking.
Misses his second one. Tries to get his own rebound. Gannett gets the rebound, kicks it back to Thornton. Thornton goes up to Nodal. Nodal from 3. Shot no good. Rebounded by the Lions, number 21, Charles Washington. Washington gives it to Gandy. Gandy gives it back into Washington. Washington trips.
Yep.
Traveling. Caravan trail 21-13. 1 minute, 23 seconds left in the half. If you're just joining us, welcome. You got some great basketball here. If you're a Lions fan. I don't know about if you're a Caravan fan.
But this is the Caravan's MO, especially this team. They find a way to come back. I think if they start off hot early, they'd be in a lot better position and feel a lot more comfortable later in the game.
Yeah. That's Scalise with the ball who gets on that double team. Marshawn Thornton wide open. Barrett gives it to Thornton. Thornton goes up from 3. Shot no good. Thornton on the Barrett on the layup. Barrett doesn't go. Foul called on. Foul called on the Caravan's number 10, Aiden Gannett. His first, team 2nd.
I don't know. Was that a loose ball or was that a controlled ball by Leo? Because if it was a loose ball, that shouldn't have been called. But if it was Leo's ball, then I get where that's coming from. But that's Gannett's first, so it doesn't really matter much for him besides they lose the ball.
Now that's number 1, Donald with the ball, gives over to Washington. Washington gives it to Orr. Orr goes in for 2. Shot traveling. Shot won't count.
You know, that step through, it is a pro move, but you got to execute it perfectly.
Yeah.
It's very close to a
hard,
travel.
Especially on some refs, even if it isn't a travel, it looks like it is a travel, so most refs will call that.
With the step through, you can't plant that front foot. That's the rule.
That's Thornton with the ball for the Caravan, or that's Scalise with the ball for the Caravan. Scalise gives it back to Thornton. Thornton gives it to Nodal. Nodal goes back to Thornton. Thornton drives in, kicks it to Scalise. Scalise with the layup. Layup is airballed. But foul is called on Leo's number. We'll wait for it right here.
14.
That's foul called on Leo's number 14.
That's his third.
Enzo Donnie. Yeah, that's his third.
The Caravan not shooting well from the line tonight.
Not at all.
Not at all. They probably would scored probably 18 to 21 if they made all their free throws.
Yeah.
But
Number 10 checks in for Leo. Jalen McKissick, a 6'4" sophomore. Scalise makes his second. Caravan trail 14 to 21. Leo on the inbound. That's number 5. Darius Griffin with the ball.
20 seconds left to go. Let's see what Leo draws up.
Leo's coach wants him to retreat back. Gives it number 4, Brandon Orr. Orr gives it back to number 3, Brandon Gandy. Gandy to Washington. Washington goes back to Gandy. 8 seconds left. 5 seconds left as Gandy drives in. You're going to call a carry. Costly for Leo.
You can see that the Leo coach is not happy about these past 2 calls. The step through, which was called the travel, and then that carry. Honestly, I say this every time. Don't get the refs on your bad side in the first couple of quarters, you know?
Noel gives it into Barrett. Barrett goes up. Doesn't go. Coach Wickens wants a foul called. I didn't really see much of a foul, but Caravan are going to go into half trailing by 7. By 7. Terry, what could we do better? You know, come back, get this lead back, calm our offense down.
You know, offensively, we haven't seen much from the Caravan. I'm hoping these halftime adjustments by Coach Wickens are going to be pretty good. Because offensively, we haven't been able to get anything done.
Yeah.
But the way we have gotten the score of 14 to 21, transition buckets. Transition has been key. Leo has seemed to be falling apart in that area. When the Caravan was pushing the ball, they were getting layups. Lexi Nodal, he was a key player when he was in the game. He was getting layup after layup after layup, even going to the line a few times. So I would like to see the Caravan push the ball more, but also when they can't push the ball, I'd like them to see some better offensive sets that have been run.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got about 7 minutes and 15 seconds left in this halftime, so we will see you in 7 minutes. ladies and gentlemen, Caravan fans, pull out your phones right now. Scan that QR code on our screen. That's going to take you to the Caravan, the Mount Carmel student-run newspaper, led by Mr. Baffo. Articles are written by your very own Caravan Media Group's Matt Malloy. It's some great publication on there, some opinions about the school, all the latest sports news, updates, just about what happens around the school. So pull out your phone, take a look at that QR code for me, or go to mccaravan.org. Check that out for us. Ladies and gentlemen, Caravan fans, thank you for joining us here at Mount Carmel. If you're just joining us, we got a great JV basketball game going on. Caravan trail by 7, 21-14.
So I got some stats for us. The Caravan are 2 for 10 from the line compared to Leo, who was 7 to 8. Now, the Caravan is winning the turnover battle, which is 7 turnovers for Leo and only 3 for the Caravan. We just got to make these free throws, and we're in good shape.
Yeah. Ball is out on the Lions. It's going to be Caravan ball coming in.
Make that 8 turnovers for Leo. Those are going to cost you in the end, right?
Yeah.
Fourth quarter, those are going to cost you.
Can't lose the ball 8 times. Scalise on the inbound for the Caravan. He's going to give it up to Thornton at the volleyball line. Thornton drives in, kicks it to Scalise. Scalise's pass gets tipped, but Dunbar still manages to recover it. Dunbar gives it back to Thornton. Thornton back to Dunbar. Dunbar from the free throw line. Shot goes in. Caravan trail 21-16. 5 minutes left in the game as the ball goes out on Leo. It's going to be Mount Carmel ball. Terry, that's a good sign.
That's a momentum shift for sure. That's Dunbar's first bucket of the game, which is pretty good. Pretty good sign that we're going to start to get things rolling for the Caravan. Use this energy, build off it, and let's go. It's go time, Caravan.
Yep. Scalise gets to Thornton. Thornton goes back to Dunbar. Terry, I'd love to see a three-pointer right here and put the Caravan only down 2.
You want to know something funny? There's been no three-pointers from either side offensively in this game.
Aiden Gannett makes his layup. Caravan trail 21-18. That's number 3, Brandon Gandy for the Lions. Driving in on Marshawn Thornton. Gandy drives in, kicks it out. Foul is going to get called on Mount Carmel's number 3. Or no,
32.
Mount Carmel's number 32, Marshawn Thornton, his first, team's first.
Yeah, no.
Shooting 2. Oh, no, it's not a shooting foul. I apologize.
Driving in, body contact. Not bad for Marshawn considering he fouled out of the past 2 games he's played in. Only his first of the night in the second half. Let's hope he stays that way. Good strip by Gannett. Travel called. That's some heavy contact from
Yeah,
Leo.
that was like a football check.
I'm like we said before, our opinion doesn't matter. The refs call the game how they call it, but there was a lot of contact there. That's hard to miss.
Kind of just like shoved him, but it's whatever. Not really going to be much of a costly mistake for the Caravan. That's number 21, Washington, with the ball for the Lions. Goes up for a layup and gets it. Washington puts the Lions back up by 5, 18-23. Caravan trail. Scalise with the ball for the Caravan, gives it to Dunbar. Dunbar back to Scalise. Scalise pump fakes a 3. Gives it to Dunbar, drives into Thornton. Thornton for the first 3 of the game. Marshawn Thornton misses the free throw, or the three-pointer.
Marshawn's probably 0 for 3 from 3 right now. That's probably not the shot you want to be looking for right now, Marshawn.
No. That's Porterfield with the ball for the Lions. Gives it to Washington. No shot. Foul called on Marshawn Thornton.
No, Gannett. They called it on Aiden Gannett. Looked like a body on Gannett, maybe. I don't know where he saw that, but that was a delayed call, if anything.
Yeah. Caravan, 2 fouls. Aiden Gannett has 2 fouls. Orr with a wide open three. Absolutely drains it. Caravan trail by 8, 26 to 18.
First three of the game.
Yeah, that was a deep three too, Terry. That's Thornton with the ball back to Dunbar. Dunbar skip passes it to Scalise. Scalise misses his three. Torrey Barrett gets a rebound straight from him. That's number 4. Orr with the ball for the Lions. Orr driving in. Retreats back. Scalise is right behind him with the ball. Steals it. Jump ball awarded to the Lions.
Yes, the Caravan got ball at half. That is correct.
Lions ball, number 3, Brandon Gandy, the inbounder. Gandy gives it to Orr in the back court. Orr up to Washington. Washington's just going to try to slow this game down. Washington back to Orr. Orr, a deep three.
You got to get a hand in his face. He's 2 for 2 from 3 right now, Coach.
Caravan trail by 11, 29-18. That's Thornton with the ball. Thornton to Scalise. Scalise drives in, knows how to shoot the three. Scalise goes up, misses the layup. Torrey Barrett on the rebound. Gets fouled. Shot doesn't go. Torrey Barrett will shoot 2. On the foul is number
14. That's
number 14. Anoch Danzy.
That's his 4th of the game.
Oh, no, that foul was on, not 14. That foul was on number 1, Peyton Donald, which is his 2nd. Oh, no, it was.
No,
I apologize.
14. Yeah, no, that's his 4th of the game.
Yeah, that's his 4th. That's foul trouble. Another foul called on the Lions.
Wow.
Right?
Number 10, yeah. That was that's his first, though, so nothing much to worry
Two
about
very
there.
close back-to-back fouls, which, you never like to see getting in foul trouble. Dunbar with the ball over to Thornton. Thornton to Scalise. Scalise from 3. Shot does not go. Air ball. Shot doesn't even count, though. Foul's going to be on.
Barrett, it looks like. I don't know what he committed there, but
Torrey
he did not
Barrett,
have the ball in
his
hand.
2nd. Yeah.
Maybe a push-off, illegal screen, something like that.
Okay. No idea what that was. That's number 3, Gandy with the ball for the Lions. Up to Orr. Orr, another 3. Doesn't go.
3-second violation on number 10. That's what was just called there.
That's what it was. Foul call. Ooh. Fans, we apologize if you heard that language from the Leo's coach. Never something we like to advertise here at Mount Carmel. That's Marshawn Thornton with the ball for the Caravan. Up to Gannett, back to Thornton. Thornton, a deep 3. Shot good! Caravan trail 29-28. Or 29-21, I apologize.
That's Marshawn Thornton's first points of the game, actually. He's missed all his free throws, but connects from 3, which is very good.
Dunbar gets a roared, goes over to Thornton. Marshawn! Dunk is absolutely ripped out of his hands. Ladies and gentlemen, some technical difficulties, but we are back. Dom Scalise gets fouled. He looks injured.
Yeah, that looked like a rough one. Looks like the lower ankle got hit pretty hard there. But knowing Scalise, he's going to power through it.
Yeah, if Nick Kovacevic was here, I'd ask him if some salt water would fix that. He was talking about that all last game. I looked it up after the game. I didn't really know what it meant, but didn't figure anything out.
Yeah, this one looks tough on Scalise.
Yeah,
he looks hurt.
Alexi Nodal's going to check in for Scalise as he misses his first. Scalise fired up.
I think Alexi Nodal's going to go on for Scalise. That would be my best guess. You don't want to hurt this guy, right? These kids are just kids, man. You can't hurt them at a young age, and I think Coach Wickens knows that, and that's a credit to Coach Wickens.
Yeah. Scalise makes his second. Noto's going to check in for Scalise.
Yeah, that's a good. Hopefully that's not nothing serious and he can shake that off.
Yeah. For Leo, that's number 21, Washington with the ball. Guarded by Gannett. Dom's going to go into the trainer's office with Trainer Joe, it looks like. Scalise, or not Scalise, Torrey Barrett on the rebound for the Caravan over to Thornton. Thornton goes up from 2. Shot is good. Marshawn Thornton.
Thornton's getting hot right now. You know, I think you keep feeding him the ball, he keeps attacking, and those points in transition, like I was talking
Those are working
about,
for us.
the points in transition is what you need. That's where the Caravan has seen the most successful offense being created.
That's Orr with the ball for the Lions. Orr's going to shoot a deep 3. Shot no good. His first missed 3. Washington gets fouled and 1. Oh, technical foul assessed to the Lions, number 21, Charles Washington Jr. Sarah, I don't hear anything. I don't know what that foul was for.
I couldn't tell you about it either, but clearly something that the ref saw. So that's
saw or heard. Terry, I really don't know.
I don't know. That's Dunbar's third.
Lions are going to get 2, or that's going to be Washington who got fouled. He's going to get his and 1 to complete a 3-point play.
No
Shot
good.
no good. Missed his free throw and got a technical foul. Leo's coach not too happy with that.
I don't know what they're talking about down there, but it looks like it had something to do with handing the ball back to the official.
Yeah, Leo's coach does not look too happy with that foul call. He is complaining.
Gannett connects with the first free throw.
Makes his first free throw.
You know, you'd like to see him get both here, right? Cuts down the lead a little bit, and he gets
There we
it.
go.
And it's the Caravan ball. We got some momentum going. Let's go, Caravan fans.
Caravan ball, 31-26, Caravan trail. That's going to be Noto on the inbound for the Caravan over to Dunbar. Dunbar crosses half court. Gives it back to Noto. Noto to Thornton. Thornton cuts in from 2.
It's going to be
it
an illegal
won't count.
screen.
Coach Wickens also not too happy with that foul call.
You know, that's Gannett.
Timeout is going to get called on Leo. They're going to want to calm everything down. So, Terry, we have seen some comebacks. I wouldn't say comeback, but we have seen the Caravan cut down on this lead. They got it down to 2, went back up to 8, back down to 5, then they went back up to 10. Caravan now cut it to 5.
So, yeah, no, that's pretty good, but now we have to capitalize on these opportunities that we're getting for the Caravan. Now, Gannett, that was an illegal screen. I don't know why Coach Wickens was so upset about it. You cannot have, I'm going to demonstrate on Rocco, you cannot have your hands on him. That's completely illegal. Now, they weren't fully extended. You can be like this. You can probably go as far as this, but your hands are opened up. You're almost catching the body and preventing the defense from running through the screen or getting around it. So I get where the problem is there, and I get why that was called. Completely makes sense, but Coach Wickens getting mad. That's I would settle down there.
Up. You know, he wants to get his team going.
He wants
his team to reflect the energy that he has.
And we had a tactical. We just had a crazy past minute and a half. That was pretty tactical call. Missed free throw on the and 1 bucket, then 2 free throws for Gannett. So this
5
is going to be interesting.
seconds left in the timeout. Let's see what happens from here. Looks to be a discussion of the scorer's table as we are going to go back to the court. 2.5 seconds left in. Oh,
so
another timeout. Nope.
No,
little scoreboard malfunction. 2.5 or 2.05 seconds left in the quarter.
So that's Gannett's third foul of the game. So nothing crazy, nothing unmanageable, but
I think he might be the only one. You have the stats in front of you. Is he the only one in foul trouble for the Caravan?
So Dunbar has 3, and then the next one is Lincoln Hopkins with 2, but everyone else is completely fine.
Who leads fouls for Leo?
Leo, number 14, Enricho Daisy has 4, but besides that, none of them are in foul trouble.
Yeah.
Turnover, Caravan ball.
Yeah. Noto going to inbound the ball to Dunbar. Dunbar looking to make something happen as he crosses over the half-court line. You know, it looks like Dom Scalise might not be returning to the game for the Caravan. He still is in the trainer's office, and trainer Joe just walked back over here. I can only imagine that would be to inform Coach K and Coach Wickens of his dismissal. Marshawn Thornton cuts the lead to 2.
You know, Marshawn
31-29.
had no points in the first half. This third quarter, he has racked up 2 threes, and then 1 layup. Another turnover by Leo. That is Leo's 11th turnover this game, and like I said in the beginning of the start of the second half, that's going to kill you in the fourth quarter and late in the third.
They're getting pressured. They're getting pressured a lot.
You know, pressure is something you got to deal with, especially in the sport of basketball. How you respond to pressure is what makes you a good or bad team.
Oh, no. Ball out on the Caravan.
Another turnover for Mount Carmel. That's their 5th of the game.
Let's just hope that we can hold Leo to no points here.
This has probably been the shortest lead that Leo has had since the start of the game.
Yeah. That's number 4, Brandel Orr with the ball, who, you know, has been their sharpshooter this game as he drives in. Blocked by Thornton. Barrett drives in, goes up, tie game, 31-31, 45 seconds left in the game, or in the quarter, I apologize. Orr from 3, that's not Orr, that's Grandy, misses the 3. Dunbar goes up the court, traveling up with a high speed. Dunbar from 2, shot good! Caravan take their first lead since they led 2-0 in the first minute of the game.
You know, massive momentum switch from Leo's side to the Caravan side. Caravan's got momentum. 25 seconds. Clock is winding down. Let's see them finish this quarter strong.
So here's a good sign. Scalise is on the bench, but with his shoe off, Terry, I don't know if he'll return this game.
You know, you never know. Scalise is a tough son of a gun. I'll say this. Gritty, tough son of a gun. I hope he returns.
That's Granny with the ball. Gives it to Washington. Washington goes in, stripped by Thornton. Barrett dives on it. 0.9 seconds left. Dunbar just chucks it up. He's going to go way over. Terry, wow. What a last probably 4 minutes we just had. Some lead changes. Caravan take their first lead of the game, 33-31.
You know, the momentum switch has been absolutely massive, and not even the last 4 minutes.
The quarter.
Minute and a half.
Quarter.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Marshawn connects from 3. He gets a block. Transition, Barrett gets it up to Barrett. Barrett goes up, gets the layup to go. And now it's 33-31, Caravan lead first. Now, if you do remember mentioned this is the Caravan's MO.
Yeah.
They get down,
lead in the fourth quarter.
And down, and then the fourth quarter comes, and they just turn it up, right? Now, what they have to do is they have to keep applying the pressure. As you can see, Leo has not been able to handle this pressure. Coach is getting mad at the referees. Coach is getting mad at the players. You can see the frustration from the Leo side of the bench. Keep applying the pressure. Keep going. And this should turn out the Caravan's way.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, we have a great game of basketball as we're going to take it back down to the court, and I'll talk a little more. If you're just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, we have a fantastic game. Caravan are leading 33-31. They just took their first lead since 6 minutes left in the first quarter. So, you know, Terry, we love to see that. We love to see us, you know, getting in there, getting gritty, getting those rebounds, making those three-pointers, which we didn't really make a lot in the first half of this game.
Yeah, no three-pointers until this last third quarter, and the Marshawn Thornton.
From either team.
From either team, no three-pointers for the first half. Second half hits, and we start hitting threes.
Dunbar to Gannett. Gannett goes over. That's up to Thornton. Thornton gets stolen by number 24, Devon Ward. Ward goes up, misses his layup. Ball's out, called on Torrey Barrett. Torrey Barrett not too happy with that call. Leo's coach wants a foul call, is not gonna get it.
Yeah, Marshawn Thornton tried to get the chase down block. Good move by the Leo player, but unfortunately did not get it to go.
Yeah. Some little debate happening on the court. I almost said field. Oops. Number 3, Brandon Gandy's going to inbound it. Gandy's going to pull back from 3. Shot's not going to go. That's number 4, Orr, who's their shooter on the rebound. Orr has a wide open Gandy. He takes that pass. Gandy wanted that shot from the volleyball line, but he's going to drive in instead. Kick it out to Washington. Washington has a wide open Orr right now, who is their shooter. I think he can make a shot from the volleyball line, Terry, but instead he decides to go in. Leo's fans and parents wanted a kick. Timeout called on Leo.
Pretty good defense by Gannat right there.
Some great defense.
You know, you need to put it.
Yeah, we need to go back. We have a 30-second timeout called here by the Caravan, or by Leo. So we will see you in 30 seconds.
Caravan fans, save the date, Saturday, April 26th, fight night. Now, this picture that you see on your screen right now is taken by yours truly, Rocco Lopez. Shots by Rocco. Go give him a follow on Instagram. Go like his stuff. He's a great photographer for the school and for just about anything you need. Now, if you look even closer at this picture, one of our fighters fighting is yours truly, Wyatt Knight. Wyatt will be participating this year? Wyatt is participating this year. Go support Wyatt, go support Rocco, and come out and save the day for fight night. Now let's get back to some basketball.
We are back. Fourth quarter action for some sophomore basketball. Leo's going to miss a wide open layup and trap Torrey Barrett in.
Off the backboard. That's a tough one.
Yeah, Barrett wants a foul called. He's not going to get a call.
You're not going to get a call from the officials. As a player, you're never going to get one. Respect the officials. Let them do their job.
Terry, Donze, he has to be careful. That was him who pushed Barrett, so, you know, that would have been his fifth. He would have been out of the game.
Yeah, and he seems to be a key player for Leo right now.
And, you know, you can't foul out in these games. Deep three doesn't go. Gets his own rebound. That's number 3, Brandon Gandy. Gandy goes into Washington, who's blocked by Barrett. Thornton on the rebound. Calms his offense down. Dunbar drives in, doesn't get a layup. That's number 4, Brandon Orr on the rebound for Leo. Orr crosses up on Dunbar. Fantastic defense by Dunbar.
By the book. Nice and very good technique by Dunbar right there.
Gandy goes in. Foul gets called on Barrett. That's going to be his 4th, I think. Oh, no. Foul called on Nodal. That's going to be his first. Yeah, team's first.
Oh, that's not good. They say it was shooting, but I don't know. It was half and half, to be honest with you, so that's up to their discretion.
He's going to miss his first.
Coach Wickens and Coach Kane not happy that they're at the line right now shooting. They better be careful, though. You know these refs aren't afraid to give out a tech.
Yeah, they've already done it once this game. Leo's coach trying to get his players and his fans fired up. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, which I see some of you are, 31 to 33. Some discretion. Ooh.
What did he say there?
I heard stop talking to each other, but.
Oh, so it looks like there's some trash talk going on, or maybe they're complaining about calls. We've seen a lot of these guys be unhappy with each other.
Yeah, Terry, I think we should get a mic on one of these players.
Get a mic on a player or the official.
Or a ref mic. That'd be fun.
That would be fun. That's a good idea. We'll talk to Matt about that one.
As Brandon Gandy makes his second. Or makes his second.
Yeah, second. He's got 9 points on the night. Not a bad night for Gandy.
No.
Caravan still hold the lead, though, so this is going to get interesting, folks.
Yeah. Nodal from 3. Misses it. Torrey Barrett on the rebound. Touched last by the Lions.
Barrett has been fighting hard for these boards. You can tell he's being unselfish right now, fighting for the boards, trying to get the extra ball, trying to do everything he can to help the team win.
Yeah, Terry, this has been a fantastic outing, or a fantastic not outing, I wouldn't say. It's kind of been a little rough for Mount Carmel, you know, only 2 points in the first quarter. But, you know, coming back from that deficit that they faced, that 11-point deficit, to now lead by 1, 33 to 32. Torrey Barrett's getting yelled at for tucking in
tucking your jerseys. Come on.
For not tucking in your jerseys, not tucking in the jersey. And, you know, also the loss of a key player, Scalise, who I think finished the game with 7 points. You know, 7 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it's a lot in this game. Torrey Barrett from 3 misses it. Rebounds grabbed by the Lions, Brandel Orr. But back to what I was saying about Scalise. Terry, how many did he finish with today?
Scalise finished with 5 today.
5, which doesn't seem like a lot, but, you know, you only have 33 points.
That's no. Anything above 4, and especially in this type of scoring game.
This is a very low-scoring game, one of the lowest this year for the Caravan. As the Lions are going to reclaim the lead, 34-33. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the game.
11 points for Gandy. Now, what I will say is about the Lions that they only have 3 guys that can score. Gandy has 11. Denzel has 10.
Torrey Barrett from 3. Caravan are going to reclaim the lead, 36-34. Terry, sorry for interrupting you, but that just got me. That got me excited. You know, we're coming back.
You know, Barrett has scored 7 points so far with no points answered in the first half.
That's Brandel Orr fires back with one of his own. Leo's coach is going to call a timeout so Mount Carmel can't get that momentum. 36-37. Terry, what we have seen so far this game is, you know, nothing shy of a fantastic game. About 4 lead changes in the past 3 minutes. So, you know, seeing that, Terry, what do you think the Caravan need to do to reclaim this lead back?
You know, I think they're playing pretty good ball right now, pretty good defense. They did just give up that deep 3, but that's a tough shot by that kid. He made a pretty good shot, right? You can't, that's going to happen, right? Kids are going to make shots.
Yeah.
Now, what I will mention is, I don't know if you noticed, but the little celebration by number 4, who is
Brandel Orr.
Brandel Orr. I don't know how the refs are going to take that. They just told each other to stop talking to each other. So I'm just saying, if something happens, we might see another technical foul given out, which would change the game. Now, I'm saying it could happen to either team. It could happen to the Caravan. It could happen to the Lions. But, you know, a very good game so far. I'm excited to see how this is going to finish out. We have a lot of game left to play, too. We got, like, what, 3 minutes?
We have, I think, 3 minutes, 35 seconds left
3 minutes,
in the
35
game.
seconds. That's a lot of time. A lot can happen in 3 minutes,
That's
35 seconds.
a lot more lead changes. You know, one team needs to pull away, or this is going to be a close game, which will be a great game to watch for those of you just joining us.
I feel like we always get the exciting games. Every game we've done together has always been very close.
Except for that Eisenhower game. That one was kind of rough. That one was kind of rough. But, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to take you back to the court.
3:57 left to go in this game.
Yeah, you know, if you want a good game, just better hope it's us. I feel like we might have that good, I don't know, what do I want to call it? Good spirits, we'll say.
So like I was saying before, Brandon Orr hit the 3. Leo's got 3 guys that can score. Gandy, also Denzel, and then Washington. They have the most points. They're the only ones besides Orr who has points.
Washington and Orr are both freshmen playing up on JV. Marshawn Thornton from 3! Caravan reclaimed the lead, 39-37.
Marshawn Thornton went 0 for 3 in the first half from 3.
He's coming alive.
He's coming alive right now. Has 3 3-pointers on the ground for call. Foul.
You know, Tori, who I would like to see back in the game is Adam McBrady. You know, we need some more of that size that can get up there and block those shots.
Yeah, you know, I do get it. McBrady, when he was in the game, nothing was really happening. I like the lineup they're running now. The chemistry seems to be there. I like to see Nodal in the game, Gannat, Marshawn.
Yeah.
But yes, if we can get McBrady back in there with Dunbar, I like that too.
Yeah. Ball's going to get inbounded to Leo's Enzo Dante. Foot looked to have gone out from where we are, but that's Gandy with the ball. Gandy pulls up from 3. Shot gets blocked by Barrett. Barrett's going to have a wide open layup. Goes up. Ball gets stuck. Looks to be a foul called on the Lions. Torrey Barrett's going to be at the line shooting 2. Terry, neither team has shot good free throws this, not this quarter I want to say, but this entire game. First quarter free throws were 10 for 10, or 2 for 10.
From the
which
Caravan.
is 20%. God-awful number.
Yes, very bad. And that does not seem to be changing. If the Caravan makes these free throws, I think they're up by 10 points.
Oh, yeah. No doubt in my mind.
And that's massive. That's a massive lead.
Yeah. Barrett is going to shoot his second. He's going to make it. Caravan lead 40-37.
Barrett's got 8 on the night. Pretty good night for Barrett. Let's see him continue to grow.
That's number 24 with the ball, Devon Ward. Ward gives it to Washington. Washington wanted that 3, but he's going to give it back to Gandy. Gandy's going to call for a screen set by Orr. Orr is wide open. You can't leave him wide open for a shot. There's that shot. He misses it, though, thank the Lord. Torrey Barrett gives it to Dunbar off with a rebound. Dunbar drives in. Kicks it out to Gannat. Gannat tries a 3, doesn't get it. Foul called on the Lions. That's going to be called on number 14.
That's his fifth.
Enoch Dance. He is
That's his fifth.
done for this game. Leo's coach just got a warning, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you saw that. But now, Enzo Donzi has fouled out of the game for the Lions. Terry, how many points did he finish with tonight?
Enzo Donzi, he had 10 points. He's
Yeah,
one of their
that's a
main
lot.
scorers. That's
a
a
lot.
main scorer for the Lions. That's going to be a crucial.
That's almost 30%. That's more than 30% of their whole entire points.
You know, that's when you got 4 fouls, you got to play it safe. You can't take any risk. Even if it means giving up a bucket, you got to play it safe.
Yeah, especially when you lose one of your scorers. Nodal with the ball for the Caravan over to Gannett. Gannett up to Thornton. Thornton drives in, goes up, gets fouled. Heavy foul on Thornton. Wonder who this foul's going to get called on. Marshawn Thornton's going to shoot 2. Foul's going to be called on Leo's number 11. That's Adonis Porterfield. His second, team's third.
You know, like I said in high school, it's 5 team fouls and you're in the bonus, right?
Yeah.
So that's going to be something crucial for the Leo Lions. They cannot give, even though the Caravan is not shooting.
Thornton's going to make his first. Caravan are going to be up by 4 now.
Caravan's not shooting particularly very well from the line, but still, giving them free shots is never going to be in your favor.
This 4-point lead, or this 5-point lead now, is the biggest of the game for the Caravan.
13
Biggest lead of
points.
this game so far is for the Lions. They were up by 8 points at one point, just about 10 minutes ago in this game. That's number 21, Charles Washington with the ball for the Lions. Kicks it over to number 11, Porterfield. Porterfield up to Gandy. Gandy slows his offense down. Washington wants the ball back from Gandy, but Gandy's not going to give it to him. Gandy pulls back from 3. Shot is good. Lions lead 42-40.
You know, Gandy's got 14 on night. Like I said, they got 3 primary scores. Leo's coaches are up and trying to get these guys good defensive communication.
Yeah. Dunbar's going to drive in. Pass is going to get stolen by Orr, which is kind of going to make me wonder, was that a pass that Dunbar needed to make? Carrying called on the Lions. Caravan ball.
You know, that pass by Dunbar, I think he should have just taken it.
Yeah,
That been
I
a
would
lot
have just
better.
gone up for that too.
Leo initiating the full court press. This
Yeah.
could get interesting, folks.
They are
42-40.
They are fired up. They're going to peel off Marshawn. It's going to go up to Dunbar. Dunbar's got to watch that reach. Dunbar makes a nice crossover move. Gets up from 2. Defensive charge called.
Push off by Dunbar.
Push off called on Dunbar.
Yeah, that elbow
Wow.
went up. Yeah, no, I saw that too. That's a very good call by the refs.
That's going to be something that we're going to be interested. You know, that's Dunbar's 4th, Terry.
Yeah, that's crucial for the Caravan.
Lions are going to roll the ball out. Clock's going to start at 1:42. Lions, Donze's going to drive in. Blocked by Thornton.
Thornton has been unstoppable, protecting
Fantastic
the
block
rim
by
as
Marshawn.
best as possible. I think that's his 4th block of the night. He's had a few chase down blocks, but rejecting those points is crucial.
Yep. Inbounding for the Lions is going to be number 21, Charles Washington. Leo's coach wanted that foul called very bad. Barrett wants a pullback from 3. He's not going to get a pullback from 3. He's going to drive in for a layup. Caravan are going to lead 44-40. You know, Coach Wickens wants the Caravan to calm down.
Yeah, you got a 4-point lead with a minute and 14 left to go.
You cannot take a foul, and Lions need to start fouling.
No turnovers either. That's going to be
Yeah,
crucial.
that's crucial. Thornton's going to drive in, kick it to Nodal. Nodal's going to pull back from 3. Shot no good. Thornton on the rebound gets stolen by Washington. Jump ball. Ball is awarded to the Lions. Terry, no fouls here is what I hear echoing from the Caravan bench and from Coach Wickens.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're up by 4, so no need to give up a stupid foul. Like, if they shoot a 3-pointer, no need to foul them. Give them a chance to tie up the game.
Yeah.
Put a hand in the face, but do not foul.
Don't touch them. Do not touch them.
I think the Lions need to try a 3 here. That would be my best guess.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Ball's out on the Caravan. 10 seconds burned off the clock. 49.5 seconds left in the game. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, we have a fantastic JV broadcast right now. Caravan are going to lead 44-40. About 45 seconds left in this game. You know, it's been a great game so far to call and a great game to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check out the raffle that is going on at mchs.org. For the Masters, the best golf tournament in all of the lands, in my opinion. Winner's going to receive 2 4-day passes to the Masters, hotel accommodations as well, $100 per ticket. All of your donations will support scholarships that go to students of Mount Carmel. $100 is going to get you entered in to win probably a package that is going to be valued around $5,000. So, you know, Terry, that's a steal.
You know,
to
I
go
think
to the
I'm gonna have
Masters
to drop
too.
a few Benjamins in there
Yeah.
for a few tickets. That's going to be a hot fundraiser, so get your tickets, please.
Yeah. mchs.org.
And help support the kids with scholarships. I mean, without scholarships and financial aid, this school could not be. So please buy as many tickets as possible.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go back to the court. Caravan are going to lead 44-40. 49.5 seconds left in the game. For the Lions with the ball, that's number 4, Brandel Orr. Shot from Brandon Gandy's not going to go. Thornton with the ball over to Dunbar. Dunbar's got a wide open Nodal. He chooses to give it to Thornton instead. Thornton to Gannett. Gannett to Barrett. Barrett back up to Thornton over to Dunbar. This is a very fast-paced offense the Caravan are playing right now. Dunbar, heavy foul. Good sportsmanship by Leo's coach, going to help him up.
You know, that's only Leo's fourth, so they do have another opportunity to come up with a steal here, get a transition bucket.
And I think we're going to see that foul instantly used by the Lions right here. It's just number 4, Brandel Orr. You cannot have him foul anybody. He is your shooter. You need him to be in the game, and he has 4 fouls.
Yep.
Dunbar gets open for the Lions. Foul on number 3, Brandon Gandy. Terry, that appears to be his first.
Yeah, no, he's been pretty clean all night.
Yeah, that's what we love to see.
I know.
Shooting 2 for the Caravan is going to be number 3.
Now, this is a
Dunbar.
very good play by the Lions right here, because the Caravan have been absolutely abysmal from the line.
There it is again.
I mean, I'm not trying to be negative here, but the
He
stats
just
don't
needs
lie.
to make one.
The stats don't lie. Yes, you make one. This game
Just make the last one.
This game is pretty much over.
Yeah. Dunbar shoots his second, and it's in. Caravan with a 5-point lead. Just, you know, Terry, let them get over that free throw line, and then you want to kind of press them.
Don't foul.
Wow,
let
absolute.
Chuck that up.
Yeah, absolute.
Just don't. Yeah.
I don't even know what I want to call that. Like a Hail Mary. Leo's coach not too happy with that. That was kind of a. That was a stupid shot, in my opinion. That's a shot that you don't take.
Yeah.
You want to kind of drive in a little bit more instead of shooting from your own bench.
The shots you want to take are the ones that you practice, and that one he did not look like he practiced at all. I mean, I'm not going to criticize anybody, but if Barrett makes one here, this game, in my opinion, is pretty much wrapped up. Barrett's got 11 on the night.
He's going to make his first one.
Barrett's got 11. Thornton's got 13. Nodal's got 7.
Barrett now has
that's
12.
12, yeah.
So if you're Leo right here, you want to roll the ball, make a 3, and then call a timeout. You're going to give it to your shooter who's going to take another not that smart of a shot. It's not going to go. Ladies and gentlemen, your Mount Carmel Caravan will take the win, 47-40. I appreciate all of you who joined us. Terry, some post-game notes just to wrap this up.
You know, very good game. Like I said, the Caravan's MO is just keep them in it, keep it in it, keep it in it. In the fourth quarter, something happens, and then they just go, go, go. Now, some quick stats for you. Gandy had 14. Denzel had 10. Washington had 8. Now, Caravan's Marshawn Thornton had 13. Barrett had 13 as well. A very good game, a very gritty game. Glad to see the Caravan get the win at the end. Now, stay tuned for our varsity game coming up against Leo.
About 20 minutes until tip-off.
It's always a pleasure.
Terry, it's always a pleasure. I will see you all, and you too, Terry, on Friday. Final home game and final game in the season for the Caravan. Taking on Brother Rice Friday at 5. Hope you can make it down. If you can't make it down, come listen here. Me and Terry will be broadcasting. So if you like this, please come back on Friday and join us. Thank you all for listening. There we go.
All right, I got to run.
Downstairs?